Turn by Turn Nigeria PLC. Gang, 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 gang. It all started with Ibeto, I think in 2017. You know, Ibeto was into cement. Dangote also was into cement. But before you could say Jack, Ibeto disappeared. And we know what happened. We all knew what happened. Ibeto disappeared. Ask every Nigerian. They will tell you that Ibeto cement is better than Dangote cement. But today, Ibeto cement have disappeared because of monopoly, because Dangote needed a breathing space. Because come to the north, go anywhere, any part of this country, Ibeto cement was what everybody was going for. All of a sudden, they said Ibeto signed a contract not to do rebagging. That Ibeto signed the contract with, I think, Obasanjo or Jonathan. Ibeto disappeared on 18 air. And monopolists came in. After Ibeto, it was Ifeanyi, owners of Capital Oil. I remembered vividly in 2010 when I was in Lagos that Ifeanyi, Capital Oil was also into oil business. That was in 2010, 2012, down till former President Muhammadu Buhari came to power. If you go to Mile 2, Sele Ijesha down to Oshodi, you will see Ifeanyi, Capital Oil. If you go to Westminster, you are going to see Ifeanyi. If you come down to the east, you see filling stations belonging to Ifeanyi because he was into oil business. Until Buhari came, they started their monopoly. A.A. Rano took over everything. Today, you can never see any filling station belonging to Ifeanyi. And Dangote and his brothers were all smiling. They were all enjoying. They were making merriments because they were in control of everything. Dangote controls cement. A.A. Rano and so on controls oil. But today, it's like it has tilted. The hand of the clock have suddenly turned the other way around. Dangote is now crying. Let me just give you guys this report. After this report, I am going to show you guys some video because Dangote is seriously lamenting. Why? Why was he lamenting today? Okay, according to I think the head of NNPCL, the head who is Farouk Ahmed, he says that Dangote asked that importers should not be given license again to import fuel. That all the oil marketers should be coming to his refinery to fetch fuel. According to Farouk Ahmed, it is not from me. Let me just give you guys the report. I am going to show you guys the video so that you see that the rich also cry. So that you see that it is now Turn by Turn Nigerian PLC. I am ready to let go so they can run it. Dangote offers to sell refinery to NNPC. President of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has offered to sell the Dangote refinery to the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited, NNPCL, to address allegations of monopoly in the industry. This is unbelievable. In an exclusive interview with Premium Times, Dangote discussed his openness to the sale as a means to resolve these accusations and improve the country's fuel crisis. Let them, NNPCL, buy me out and run the refinery the best way they can. They have labeled me a monopolist. That's an incorrect and unfair allegation, but it's okay. If they buy me out, at least their so-called monopolists would be out of their way, Dangote stated. He emphasized the long-standing fuel crisis in Nigeria and his belief that the Dangote refinery could be instrumental in resolving the issue. However, he noted that some individuals seem uncomfortable with his involvement in the sector. We have been facing fuel crisis since the 1970s. This refinery can help in resolving the problem, but it does appear some people are uncomfortable that I am in the picture. So I am ready to let go. Let the NNPC buy me out. Run the refinery, he added. This is coming after the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk made claims that the Dangote refinery had requested the regulator to stop giving import licenses to other marketers to be the only fuel supplier in Nigeria. We cannot rely heavily on one refinery to feed the nation because Dangote is requesting that we should suspend or stop importation of all petroleum products, especially AGO, and direct all marketers to the refinery. That is not good for the nation in terms of energy security, and that is not good for the market because of monopoly, Ahmed stated in a video interview with State House correspondents. Wow, Dangote again. He wants to be the sole importer of fuel in this country. The same thing that happened to Ibeto, that all of a sudden Ibeto vanished on 18 air. Nobody is talking about Ibeto again. It also happened to Ifanyoba Capital Oil. Capital Oil disappear. Come to Nnewi, come to Anambra, go to other states where you have Capital Oil filling station. Go to Lagos, his depot, oil farm, everything disappeared on 18 air because of Dangote and his brothers. Today, Dangote wants to go into oil. He wants everybody to quit. You heard Ahmed Farouk. It is never coming from me. You heard Ahmed Farouk that Dangote asked that all the licenses given to other marketers should be stopped so that he should be the only one that will import fuel into the country. Just like what happened in the cement sector. You saw how they pushed Ibeto out of the market. Now Dangote and Bua are the sole controller of cement. How much is cement today? You can no longer buy cement in Nigeria again. You can't. When Ibeto was there was competition. You talk about quality. You talk about price. There was a great competition. It was never a monopoly. But today, Ibeto has been pushed out. It is now what? Monopoly. Today, Dangote wants only him to be in charge of fuel, to be in charge of oil in this country. Can it work? It can never work. That was why he is now crying, whoa, whoa. It is now turn by turn Nigerian PLC. According to him, he said he cannot go into steel again because they have stopped him. What do you think? Drop a comment for us.
The real picture. Okay, that's one. Number two, this country has been having petrol queues since when majority of you here were not even born, since 1972. Okay, so 72 to date is what? 52 years. And we are still having the same issue. So just for the fact that yes, we are ready and about to start this, everybody is now up and about. Yes, but we know that what is giving us a lot of joy is that we know that the majority of the population, they are with us. And so we are not discouraged. We'll continue what we are doing. But doing new business like what you announced this still, actually our own board has decided that no, we shouldn't do this still, because if we do it, we'll be called all sorts of names, monopoly, and then also imports will be encouraged. So we don't want to go into that. Let other Nigerians also go and do it, because we are not the only Nigerians here. There may be some Nigerians with even more cash than us. They should bring down money from Dubai, from other parts of the world, to come and invest in our own fatherland. Well, everything depends on NNPC, because the OB3 is their own gas pipeline. Majority of the gas that being produced is, it's being produced from their own facilities. Our own has not really started yet, but we are doing other, other pipelines in Bayelsa to bring, to take the gas to Otorogu to process, and now inject it into the elves. Once we do that, then it will add to the viability of our investment, and also to make sure that yes, we have additional cash, not only for us, for the entire system. But I'm sure OB3 will address all these issues, and we'll continue to pray that the OB3 will be delivered as promised, which is end of July. Yeah, well, in terms of quality, when we started, you know, our quality was about 600 to 650 ppm, and the 600 to 650 ppm is one of the best in terms of quality, okay, at that time when we started. But as of today, we are 87 ppm, and I assure you, media, you can come again and take sample on Monday. By Monday, latest Tuesday, will be at 50 ppm. By beginning of August, will be at 10 ppm. So in terms of quality, we are doing very, very well. Nobody can produce anything better than us. So I just got the result from him 5 minutes ago. We are now down to even 32 ppm. And I want to plead with the regulator to come at any time, whether Sunday or Monday. We'll take the sample, and I guarantee you, before he gets here, our own ppm will be even below 10. When we are coming here, His Excellency, the Speaker, said that, no, can we please wait? It wasn't planned, but he said that we should wait, since we have media with us, to pick up samples from 2 filling stations, and also when we get into our plant, they will pick up samples to check. The result has actually come out, and I'm going to share these same results, you know, with you, because they've checked. There is a total ppm was 1,890 something. I'll give you the paper, and they can also, you know, come, which was picked from their station there. The matrix also came to 2,653, and but then the flash point matrix was 61, which is below the minimum. The minimum is 66, and then also total is 26 flash point. Our own flash point is actually 96, and the records are there. If you want to do the test at any given time, you can actually run this test. We don't believe in the test of people when they bring in ships, because those tests, you know, people write fake things, and you know, even during COVID, people were writing fake COVID certificates. So, you know, all the results, if they want real results, they should go to SGS or Cotecna. They will give them the real certificate. But the right thing to do for Nigerians is to go to the filling station. And we want anybody to go to any filling station and buy. We'll test for you free of charge. It takes us maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. We'll give you all the parameters. And our own parameters today, we want to announce to the Nigerians, it is extremely very good parameters. We've left that 600. We are not at 600 anymore.
You want to comment about the PMS, when the PMS will be outputed?
Well, you know, whatever we do, we add value. We are not an assembly plant. You know, I mean, when I say assembly, we are not packaging plant. If you look at all our operations as Dangote, we actually add value. We take local raw materials and turn them into products, and we sell. So, which means it's a circular economy which we are practicing. Everything, you know, is here. Everything is in Nigeria. The farmers, the banks, or maybe the people in the mines, the banks, everything is about local. And it is the main reason why we were number 2 in flour milling, but we sold it because the wheat is being imported from abroad. So the more wheat we use, the more jobs we create out there. And that's why we cancel that. We remain only in sugar. Salt is not really a very big business, so that's what we have done. And now what are we doing? What we are doing, like what our group vice president, Mr. Aliko, mentioned, is that we said that, yes, you know, we are always the first mover. You know, we always move first, then other people will follow. And we have never, ever, whether consciously or unconsciously, stopped anybody from doing the same business that we are doing. You know, to the contrary, when you look at it, when we first came into cement production, it was actually only Lafarge that was operating here in Nigeria, which is Iwekoro, and then the one in Ashaka, in Gombe. Nobody ever called Lafarge, you know, monopoly. But we, Dangote, the first plant we set up was what, 5 million tons. That was the first one, against less than 2 million of local production. But when we got in there, you know, people now start saying, monopoly, monopoly. You know, so, and this is really very disheartening when people keep talking about all this monopoly, monopoly. Monopoly, you know, it is only when you stop people, you block them through legal means or whatever. No, it's a, you know, level playing field where whatever Dangote was given, okay, in cement, for example, okay, you know, other people too were given. In fact, some of them, maybe they even got more than us. Okay, we are always very, very careful. You heard what I said. In the refinery, we did not, and I repeat, we did not collect one single incentive from the federal government of Nigeria or from even the Lagos state of Nigeria. Yes, Lagos state, maybe they gave us a good deal, but we paid $100 million for the land. It wasn't a free land. We paid for it. Okay, so people are always looking at the different, you know, other side. They are not really looking at the real picture. Okay, that's one. Number two, this country has been having petrol queues